He just started a new company. Where? Here. Lock Global Strategies, LLC. Open for business, right? It's yours.
Thanks. Well, thank you, Stan, for the great introduction. But let's give Stan a big round of applause for all of his accomplishments on behalf of U.S.-China trade. I want to welcome everyone to Seattle and the great Pacific Northwest, and we're so pleased to have the Boao Forum for Asia here for what we discuss the important global issues that challenge all of Asia. And I want to extend our thanks to Microsoft Corporation for their hospitality in hosting us today on this beautiful campus. All of us who live in Seattle and in this region are proud of the enormous positive impact this company has had on the entire world. How can we imagine life today without all the innovation and technology of Microsoft? For more than 2 decades, I've had the opportunity as governor, Commerce Secretary, and most recently as U.S. Ambassador to China to promote open investment climate in the state of Washington and then ultimately all around the United States. We've seen the benefits of foreign direct investment and investments from Asia overall. Job creation, new partnerships, and a better standard of living for all of our citizens on both sides of the Pacific. Growth of such investments in the United States can be seen right here in Seattle. Isoftstone, Nintendo, Hainan Airlines, ZTE, and soon Alibaba, just to name a few. With all of our Asian neighbors and building a stronger cooperative partnership through strong economic engagement at all levels. People in Asia and the United States benefit from this deepening economic integration, and we continue to pursue win-win opportunities and economic partnerships, and we've had tremendous results in just the last several years. Take, for example, China. Chinese investment into the United States has soared from virtually zero in the year 2000 to nearly $28 billion today and continues to grow rapidly. And when I made this as a priority as U.S. Ambassador, Chinese investment in the United States during the year 2012 and 2013 totaled more than $21 billion, and that's more than the previous 11 years combined. Something wrong with the microphone, so I'll just keep talking louder. And recent investments reflect a very broad range of sectors, as Nelson Dong's slide showed, including U.S. shale gas, real estate, media, technology, and food processing. More than $48,000. That's tremendous purchasing power by American people. America ranks at or near the top of global benchmarks for the ease of doing business. And according to a recent survey by the China Council for the Promotion of International Trade, CCPIT, the U.S. was ranked as the most open economy for foreign investment after Hong Kong. And because of this, over the last several years, the United States has attracted each year approximately $200 billion of foreign direct investment from around the world. In fact, in 2011, it attracted $227 billion, more than any other single country. Here in America, we have Russian companies operating steel mills, Brazilian companies operating juice processing facilities, German, Japanese, and Korean manufacturing automobiles, much of which is then exported to the rest of the world. We welcome Asian and specifically Chinese investment to the United States the same way that we welcome companies from other countries around the world. And let me go over some of the very specific benefits that the United States offers to foreign investors. First, the U.S. labor force. American workers are among the most productive, diverse, flexible, and adaptable workers in the world. Second, access to other markets. The United States has some of the world's most advanced and comprehensive free trade agreements with countries from North and South America to the Middle East and throughout Asia. So foreign companies that manufacture here in the United States can then take advantage of those trade agreements and export to these other markets, tariff-free or virtually tariff-free. And third, education. As hundreds of thousands of Asian students can attest, the United States has the best university and college system in the world. And much of the R&D, much of the research and development that takes place in our economy originates from those colleges and universities. And companies here, foreign and domestic, are encouraged to form partnerships with these colleges and universities and these R&D centers. So companies can take advantage of the innovation coming out of these great centers. Fourth, energy. The International Energy Agency recently released a report estimating that due to the ongoing boom in shale gas development, electricity costs in the United States may be as much as 50% cheaper than in any other developed country by the end of this decade. Already, natural gas costs 1/4 less here than in Asia. And globally, oil prices today are 3 times higher than what they were in the year 2000, which means that transportation costs across oceans are much more expensive today than before. So there are huge cost savings in manufacturing in America for the American market. Fifth, intellectual property rights. The United States is the world's leader in protecting intellectual property rights, including patents, trademarks, and copyrights. And when I was Secretary of Commerce, we revamped our Patent and Trademark Office. We now process millions of patent and trademark applications each year, much more efficiently and much more quickly. And Asian companies can rest assured that their innovations will be protected by our fair, transparent, and reliable legal system. Which brings me to the sixth, the U.S. regulatory system. I've been told that our strong regulatory environment in the United States is intimidating to many foreign investors. However, as companies from around the world have learned, the U.S. regulatory environment offers many benefits to foreign investors. We have clear rules that ensure a level, even playing field for all competitors, foreign and domestic. Our regulatory system means that you will have fair competition because we have fair, equal, and transparent enforcement, ensuring that requirements for health, safety, and the environment are met by all companies operating here, whether foreign or domestic. Yet despite the extensive data on Asia's rising investment in the United States, we continue to hear skepticism about America's commitment to investment, especially from China. And Nelson Dong did a really great job in covering all these points that you need to be aware of. Much of this comes from misperceptions that all Chinese investment in the United States must be approved by the United States government, by the Committee on Foreign Investment in the United States, or CFIUS. I want to just tackle some of these misperceptions head on. I know that Nelson has covered some of these points. CFIUS only reviews transactions that may result in foreign control of a U.S. business, especially mergers and acquisitions. It does not, for example, review greenfield investments or purely passive minority interests. It only focuses on genuine national security concerns and not other economic or national policies. I know that many Chinese companies are afraid that their investments may be blocked by the United States government for national security reasons. But really, let's look at the facts. The vast majority of foreign investments from all countries do not raise national security issues. The vast majority of foreign investments that go through the CFIUS process are actually approved without conditions. From 2009 to 2011, there were over 3,800 foreign mergers and acquisitions of U.S. companies that were completed. And CFIUS reviewed only 269 of those transactions from all around the world, only 7%. And of those 269 transactions reviewed, during that 3-year period, only 20 involved Chinese companies. And of the 269 transactions reviewed, 92% were approved without conditions or modifications. Let me repeat that one more time. From 2009 to 2011, there were over 3,800 merger and acquisitions of U.S. companies. The U.S. government reviewed only 269 out of more than 3,800. And of the 269 transactions reviewed by the U.S. government, only 20 involved Chinese companies. And of the 269 transactions reviewed, 92% were approved without any modifications. So the bottom line is that the CFIUS process has not been a barrier to foreign investments to America. As Nelson's slide showed, in the year 2012, Chinese applications set a record. But many of those were submitted voluntarily by the Chinese companies just to be safe. Of course, companies will always encounter new challenges when investing in an unfamiliar market. As Stan indicated, that's true for American companies. That's true whether you're talking about investing in the United States, Asia, or the Middle East. Each of our 50 states in America is different. Each of our 50 states has different tax structures, regulatory systems, and even financial incentives for investment. But Chinese and other companies that have successfully invested in America almost universally say that the key to their success has been taking advantage of the advice of trusted, reliable experts, from law firms, accounting firms, investment banks, PR firms, and even management consulting firms. These experts can actually simplify matters for you and actually help you avoid difficulties. And in the long run, they will save you time and money and actually improve your chances of success. And we've had presentations from many of these experts this morning. I've been asked many times why attracting Chinese investment to the United States was one of my top priorities as ambassador. Why have the leading economic and business development representatives from over half of the states of America traveled to China to meet with your companies personally to advertise opportunities in their states? The answer is simple. We firmly believe that Chinese investment in the United States, and indeed investment from around the world, offers win-win opportunities for both of our countries. It's natural for successful Chinese companies to look beyond home to expand, to take advantage of large consumer markets abroad, to develop an international workforce, and to set up new facilities for innovation and research and development. And by being closer to your markets, you reduce your transportation costs. For the United States, inbound investment is vital to our economic growth, and it's vital to our ability to create diverse and satisfying jobs. And one example is that Chairman Wang of the China National Offshore Oil Corporation, CNOOC. He told me that CNOOC's investment in Chesapeake Energy, which is in America, will someday employ as many as 20,000 American workers. And according to another firm, Chinese companies in America already employ over 27,000 workers and have the potential to hire 200,000 American workers by the end of 2020. So let me close by saying that our efforts to promote cross-border trade and investment shows that the United States and Asia can work together to support common goals to achieve real results, real benefits for both of our peoples. A prosperous Asia, a prosperous China is good for America. And a strong and growing U.S. economy is good for Asian companies that sell products and services to America. And a strong U.S.-Asia relationship, a strong U.S.-China relationship is good for the entire world. The United States welcomes Asian investment. The United States welcomes Chinese investment. And your success here will be rewarding to your owners and to your shareholders in Asia, and will be beneficial to the people and the workers of America. So those are the win-win opportunities that we seek, and we've had a great lineup of experts talking about many of the issues that foreign companies will face coming to America. But again, take advantage of their expert advice. Seek them out, use them, because they are key to your success. And as Stan Bear said, this is the state that is most trade dependent and most aware of the benefits of trade and foreign direct investment. We welcome you to our state of Washington. It's a great place to live, work, and to raise a family. Thank you very much.